Hi everyone, my name is Linda K and welcome to the Love Lost series with Linda K. How are you? If you're watching this video because you watched our intro and you're interested in our channel and you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section what else you want to hear about. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go watch our intro video to know what we're all about. And then subscribe, because I promise you, if you've loved and lost, which I think these days is everyone, then this channel is for you. You're going to get some information. You're going to hear someone's story and it's going to change your life. It's going to give you a different perspective. It's going to give you hope. It's going to give you support through your grief. Today, we're not going to be memorializing anyone, so I'm not going to be lighting a candle. What I want us to talk about today is understand some of the myth and facts about mourning and about the grieving process, about grief. The first one is going to be mourning versus grieving. What is the difference with mourning and grieving? We hear people say that all the time. Some people say mourn, some people say grieve. Grieving is internal, inside of you. Grieving is expressing all those emotions that are building up, that are forming inside of you as a result of you having lost someone or something. Mourning is external. It's all the things we do externally to show the world, to let another person know we're mourning. An example, if I use my background, will be shaving of your hair to barb. Where I come from, that's what we do. Sometimes it's imposed because that's what the culture does, but that's mourning. Sometimes you're encouraged or choose to wear a sackcloth, meaning you're going to wear a white, blue, pink, purple, whatever it is that you choose to do. You wear it for a stipulated amount of time. After a loss, that is mourning. So that's the difference, grieving versus mourning. There is no right or wrong way to do any of those things. I encourage you to express what you're feeling. Express your emotions. Sometimes you can't even tell what they are. Sometimes you can't even understand what's going on. Someone told me she starts to feel like she's going crazy. That's grief. There's no formula. So that's the first fact and myth that I wanted us to clarify. The second thing that I want us to talk about is grief does not have any approved stages. There is not so much recently, like clinicians don't even use that word anymore because stages is so like you have to experience anger and then betrayal and then guilt and then frustration and then no. You will feel all of those things, but not in any particular order. Grief is so fluid. It comes and goes in different wavelengths, different frequencies. For every person, it is different. So understanding that and not letting somebody or you telling yourself that, oh, I have been angry, I need to start feeling guilt now, or I have been guilty, I need to start feeling angry now, or sad now. No, just let the emotions come. It's so fluid. You will not have an idea what hit you, when it hits you, what day. There's no set timelines. Jennifer Mel said something. She does an activity that I wanted to share with you. When people come to her when they're grieving and needing professional support, what she does is she puts a clear bowl of water in front of them. And for every emotion that they're expressing, she puts in a food coloring into that water. At some point, the water becomes so murky. And then grayish and then milky and it's just everything. That's exactly what grief looks like. It's all of those things that you're feeling on every different day, every single time. It's all of them mixed together. There's no formula. There's no stages. They come and go. The frequency may increase. The length of time that you experience it may increase or decrease. That is what grief looks like. And then when in this activity, by the end of the activity, she'll try to ask you what supports that you get that helps. So for instance, if you say, I go to the Love Lost series, I watch the Love Lost series with Linda K on YouTube, and I find that helps. Every time you say that and any other support that you get, she'll drop in a bleach into that water. At the end of the day, when you've gone through all your support and all the support that she's able to provide, the water never comes back as clear as it was. Never. It's clearer. So that's what grief is. And I mention it because I think she captures it very well. That is exactly what grief is. It's all of these different food colors mixed in a bowl of clear water. And even when you put bleach in it, which is a support you're going to get, like watching the Love Lost series with Linda K, it may not clear back. Your life may not come back whole, but it's clearer. So that's our hope. That's our vision. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. It's going to save someone's life. The third thing I wanted us to address is that there is no more important death than another. There is no important death than another. Grief is about a relationship, love lost, a loss of a relationship. You can find, and that's why it's really interesting, because you find people who lose their dad and they feel nothing. Like it's always a death, they go through the funeral, they move on, life goes on. But another person loses a pet and their life changes forever. It is about the relationship that you had with that person. It is about the friendship. So we don't calibrate, oh, it's my mom, so it's more important. Oh, it's my son, it's more important. Oh, it's my pet, and it's more important. No, we do not calibrate grief. We do not calibrate mourning supports. We do not calibrate feeling emotions based on the people that died or the thing that died. We do it based on the relationship. That's important. That's a very important fact about grief. Fourth point that I want us to talk about is acceptable timelines. There is no acceptable timeline when it comes to grief. When you're mourning, you can have acceptable timelines. If I choose I'm going to wear a sackcloth, it's acceptable to wear it for 6 months, 1 year, whatever I feel is okay. Whatever I feel is going to give me that comfort that I have mourned is okay. Whatever your culture imposes on you, it's okay. But grief is forever. Grief is forever. It doesn't, you don't stop loving that person because they died. Life ended, but the relationship never ended, right? The relationship is still there. You're going to miss them. Your life is impacted because they were here and they're no longer here. So there's no acceptable timelines. My dad has been dead for 19 years. Oh my God, I say that now and I'm like, 19 years, where did time go? I still have momentary outbursts of emotion. I don't sit around and cry every day. I certainly do miss him. I certainly have days that I sit and I'm just like, these emotions come either because I really wanted to talk to him right now about what's going on in my life, or I go somewhere and I feel like this is an energy that he would like to be a part of, or I visit his gravesite. Every time I visit my dad's gravesite, I cannot hold it together. Even when I tell myself I'm very conscious of where I'm going, I'm very conscious of what I'm trying to do, I just cannot hold it together. It's been 19 years. So there's no acceptable time, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If you have those bursts of emotions or whatever emotion that you're feeling, that's part of your grieving process. Embrace it. I embrace mine. I embrace it. I know it's part of my grief journey. Fifth and final point that I wanted us to talk about is crying is not an essential function of grief. Some other people can look at it like and say, and have said, especially in my community, that women grieve more than men because women shed more tears. Absolutely no. Crying is an emotion that is expressed. I express emotion when I'm super happy. I express emotion of crying when I'm super sad. So that is not an essential function of grief. So that you're crying and I'm not doesn't mean you're grieving more than I am, or doesn't mean the death doesn't impact me. That is a misconception that I want us to be very conscious about, and be careful of how we perceive whether people are crying or not when someone's died. Because I may not be crying, but I may be feeling the grief at even a higher level than you that's expressing the emotion of crying. And men may not shed tears, especially again in my community where they, wanting to be tough and wanting to carry the weight of the death on their shoulders and be the man. But boy, are they hurting. Are they hurting inside? Remember, grief is internal. It's not external. The emotions are real, but that I'm not expressing them doesn't mean I'm not going through it. So I hope that this has encouraged someone and that you've understood and you're not letting anyone tell you otherwise. Grief is real. It's a journey. We all embrace death. It's okay to feel sad as long as you recognize it. And if you're watching this video, you have recognized and you're looking for support, and that's the right thing to do. Kudos to you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so sorry for your loss. It's going to be okay. You're not alone. One day at a time. Baby steps. Express your emotions. Express whatever it is you're feeling. Find someone that's willing to listen and talk to them. It is okay to talk about your love lost. Their person. It was alive. It was a dear person. It was a relationship that has ended. Even if the person was sick and suffering. I mean, this is another episode. Let me not go into that because I have an episode to tell you about a misconception of when someone has been sick for a long time as opposed to an accidental or sudden death. There is also a myth there in another series, on another episode. So thank you so much for watching. Please like. Leave us comments. I want to know how we're doing. Thank you so much for watching. Leave us comments. Let's know how we're doing. Like, share, encourage someone. Hopefully somebody finds this video and it brings them some solace in their grief. That's our little commitment to humanity. Most importantly, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned and see you in the next episode. Thank you.